So we'll be now working on the user signup helper method. And so in here, we want to first ask the user what their name is, right? And what, let's see in our schema, what we need to create a person. So our schema, let's see, person, name, responsible, and age, right? So let's do that. So in here, we'll first say name equals prompt dot ask. Are you? What is your name? Is your name, right? Then we'll also ask age. Prompt dot ask. How old are you? Right? And then we can also just already to make it an integer. And then there's also this method that is called, I think, yes, in the documentation. So let's try that. So this is our documentation, and let's see whether there is this yes, no. So you see there's a question yes, and that returns true or false. So in our schema, we have responsible as a Boolean. So responsible prompt dot yes. Are you responsible, right? And so now we can just insert here binding dot prime to see what's going to happen. So I'm signing up. What is your name? Sylvia. How old are you? 31. Are you responsible? Yes. And so now let's check. Name, Sylvia. Age, 31. And you see age.class, it's an integer. And responsible, true, of course. So these are the things that we actually need to create a user, right? So now maybe this is a good moment to think at which point are we going to check whether the user already is registered, right? So maybe in here we can already do person.find find by name, right? And so if if we can actually find a person with this name, maybe put this, maybe it will be what is your username, right? This username is already taken. So now let's try, right? Let's see who we have already in our seeds file. So in the seeds, we have, yeah, we do have a person with a name Sylvia, right? So now let's check this. So sign up, what is your username? Sylvia. And we get this username is already taken. Please don't disregard this. This is because I have some other stuff. I have the newest Rails Ruby version here, and because of that, there are just some warnings. You will not be seeing that most probably. So you see that if the person is already taken, I'm getting this username is already taken, right? But this is actually, that's not really perfect. So because then we are going into prompt ask. So maybe we should say this username is already taken. So maybe we can do while person dot find name puts username is already taken, and it again prompts us to get the new answer, right? So let's try that again. Sign up, Sylvia. This user is already taken. What is your username? Maybe hello. And then I am proceeding to the age, right? So this could be actually refactored into something prettier, but let's keep it right now. And so once this actually has already been, we've already gathered the name, the age, and whether the person is responsible, we can just create a new person, person.create, and now name, age, responsible. And let's see whether responsible is with a question. No, responsible is responsible, right? And so actually, we could do something. So let's do user equals person.create. But how about spicing it up? Maybe before we actually do this, let's just see whether our app works, right? So maybe let's put the binding.pry here. And so now let's run it. Sign up. What is your username? Strawberry. I don't know. How old are you? 15. Responsible? No. And now let's check whether actually whether the user has been created. It has been created, right? So now, how about we make this user persist in all throughout the app? So how about we actually, instead of saying user, we say self.user, and we also add attribute accessor of user, right? So now let's just put a binding.pry in here, and let's see this happen step by step, right? So sign up, what's your username? Hello, 54, yes. And so now let's check what self.user first is before the person was created. And so we created a new person and we saved it to as self.user. And now check what self.user is. We actually have recorded who the user is, right? So, in here you could actually already, this is only for the sign up, but you could already make it a sign up and sign in by, if the person is found, then you just log them in, or you actually can provide a password or however you want. But this is a logic that you can come up with yourself. And once you know how tty-prompt works, you can actually just you can just be creative with it. So yeah.